From the National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda. This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
Ever heard of cloud computing? Well, cloud computing is the on-demand availability of computer system resources, especially data storage and computing power, without direct active management of the user. It is called cloud computing because the information being accessed is found remotely in the cloud or virtual space, and this is what Nitda is bringing to you on this week's episode. I am Edidion Frank, and this is Nitda Impact.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
You can be a part of this program by logging on to our website www.nitda.gov.ng or all our social media handles displayed right on your screens. Let's begin with what's making the news headlines this week. Minister of Communications and Digital Economy Dr. Issa Ali Pantami says the pandemic shouldn't be a barrier to digitization. Technical College Doma lauds Nitda's initiative towards setting up its ICT department. Nitda supports National Mathematics Center with locally made mathematical kits. Now the news in details. The Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Issa Ali Pantami, says the coronavirus pandemic is not a barrier to digitization. He urges individuals, corporate organizations to continue running their businesses via different technology and innovation. The minister was speaking at the National Privacy Week 2021. Here's the report.
The Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Issa Ali Pantami, said the global pandemic ravaging the whole world is not a barrier to digital economy, as people are seen carrying out various activities through different innovations like Zoom and other such technology. Dr. Pantami said digital economy is developing at a rapid and remarkable rate and has been accepted worldwide. The Honorable Minister spoke via Zoom at the Global Privacy Day celebration. He said by 2025, Africa is expected to grow to over $300 billion in the digital market. That is 16% of the global economy. He urged telecom service providers to ensure registration of personal data such as names, emails, phone numbers, geodata, among other personal identification, to be able to fulfill their service delivery. Pantami appreciates the vision of President Muhammadu Buhari as regards digitization in all sectors of the economy.
Data protection or privacy is very important to us here in Nigeria. Particularly, we are building our indigenous digital economy. Digital economy cannot be built, cannot be sustained, and cannot be integrated effectively without the enforcement of data protection or data privacy.
Speaking on the theme of the program, harnessing data as crucial infrastructure for digital economy, the Director General, National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda, Kashfu Inua Abdullahi, says it is very crucial at such a time as this if digital economy is to sail through, and it needs the aid of data collection and management, and that all that is required is a mechanism to see this to its right end.
Data plays a huge role in our journey to digital economy. With the giant stride we have achieved in our journey to the digital economy so far, you will agree with me that the issue of digital identity, data privacy, data protection are imperative. Our Honorable Minister is putting all necessary mechanisms in place to get things right.
The Director General said amongst the achievement of Nitda is localization of data, which has opened the doors for private sectors in other countries. Kashfu Inua Abdullahi said so far, 2,686 new jobs have been created through data protection sector, a feat he attributes to President Muhammadu Buhari's digital foresight. Nigeria is leading the continent and competing favorably with the world in the areas of privacy technologies. He appreciated the students that participated in the national virtual class of being highly informed. Participants were drawn from Karimo, Kuje, Abuja, Gombe, Igbokuta, Ikorodu, Lagos, Bauchi, amongst others. Sophia Ogezi, reporting for Nitda Impact.
The National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda, continues to inspect and monitor ICT facilities in various schools set up by the agency. The latest is Nitda's visit to the Technical College in Doma, Nasarawa State. Our correspondent is standing by with the report.
Top on the list of President Muhammadu Buhari's agenda is to ensure all citizens go digital through various technological innovations such as digital farming, ICT compliance, and through the aid of artificial intelligence. To this end, most states, among which is Nasarawa State, have benefited in no small measures from many of such initiatives. A visit to Technical College Doma in Nasarawa State attests to this. There, Nitda met with the principal of the school, Haruna Emmanuel Wamti, who expressed his appreciation with the development regarding how ICT has fostered learning, broadened and developed the student horizon in technological advancement.
I must tell you that we were very, very excited when we got this provision from Nitda, and we can't thank them enough. The teachers, it enhanced their ICT skills, which they passed down to the students. The students too were very, 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 in short, well involved.
As you can see, prior before now, this is a very remote area, and we had always wished to have this kind of facility in this place to facilitate our teaching and learning. And thank God we got it. And since when we've got it, it has helped us in so many ways.
The students also could not hide their joy. Excitement is written over them as they share their experiences with the knowledge gained so far in digitization. They are already looking forward to a career in ICT in the future.
Now the world is globally connected with ICT, and through ICT, our work will be very easy.
It helped me on knowing the computer inputs or output.
I'm working on Microsoft Excel. It helps in typing and calculating of our documents.
In the future, I would love to be a computer engineer or a mechatronic engineer.
They call on Nitda to come up with more equipment that will assist them towards achieving their dreams using technological innovations. Juliet Dangiwa, reporting for Nitda Impact.
The Director General of Nitda, Kashifu Inu Abdullahi, has called on the National Mathematics Center to explore the agency's Artificial Intelligence and Robotics Center in order to boost innovations among students. The Director General was speaking at the 2021 National Olympiad Awards. Our correspondent completes the report.
Speaking at the 2021 National Olympiad Awards ceremony, the Acting Director of National Mathematical Center, Professor Peter Onumanyi, says the event could not hold in 2020 owing to the global effect of COVID-19 pandemic. He equally added that although this year's turnout was low, the aim of the competition was achieved as students that participated made their schools as well as the center proud.
What started with first round competition held throughout the Federation on 19th October 2019 is finally concluded today with an award ceremony organized to reward the deserving winners. In Nigeria today, the state of teaching and learning of mathematics cannot be said to be very satisfactory in view of the level of the performance of students in national examinations. The center, in its effort to identify and encourage young talents in mathematical sciences, has introduced national Olympiad competitions to catch them young.
The Director General, National Information Technology Development Agency, Malam Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi, expressed joy with participants and encouraged them to carry out the practice alongside information technology. He says the two subjects are interwoven. Represented by Dr. Agu Collins Agu, the Director General added the participants should get innovations through the practice of mathematics and ICT so as to bring out more innovations from the students. He advised them to tap into the Innovation and Artificial Intelligence Center put in place by Nitda for this purpose.
This event is in line with the vision of the center to develop appropriate initiatives and resources of international standards for the awakening and sustaining of interest in the mathematical sciences and their applications. I found this quite commendable, especially when we consider the cardinal importance of mathematical science in nurturing of innovations and talents for national development. I wish to affirm that the consistent pursuit of this process, the center can identify, train, and develop young talents into high-level personnel in mathematical sciences, statistics, computer science, and theoretical physics, who can become outstanding assets to national development.
The competition was in 8 science subjects and each subject had 3 winners.
Josie Faith. I'm from the Ambassador's College Rota and I am 15 years old. I just like it. I like the fact that you have to understand the concept. I want to study computer engineering.
My motivation to go into Olympiad has always been my passion to succeed and my dream to become one of the best mathematicians around the world. That's what led me to Mathematical Olympiad, and that's what still driving me and keeping me in it.
I got the award of the best girl in chemistry.
I got 3rd position in junior science and best girl in junior science.
As you can see, my award is 1st position in junior sciences.
The overall best student, Faye Odunse from Ambassador College, Ota, Ogun State, is to be given a scholarship. A locally made mathematics kit was presented to the center by Nitda. The National Olympiad Award Ceremony is an annual event organized by the National Mathematical Center, Abuja. This is Kinyosa Wabuke reporting for Nitda Impact.
Our special report this week is on Nitda's actions concerning the Nigerian cloud computing policy drive towards the establishment of a coherent industry for cloud computing.
Cloud computing is the on-demand availability of computer system resources, especially data storage and computing power, without direct active management of the user. It is called cloud computing because the information being accessed is found remotely in the cloud or virtual space. Businesses and individuals prefer cloud computing because it saves cost, increases productivity, speed and efficiency, performance and security. The types of cloud computing services are Infrastructure as a Service, IaaS, Software as a Service, SaaS, Platform as a Service, PaaS, and Function as a Service. There are a number of functions that cloud computing services provide users with, such as email, storage, backup, and data retrieval, creating and testing apps, analyzing data, audio and video streaming, and delivering software on demand. It is to the credit of cloud computing that users can check their email on any device and access storage services such as Dropbox and Google Drive. The position of Nitda as Nigeria's foremost ICT agency is to design and streamline a country approach to cloud computing and ensure that cloud computing is properly regulated to avoid misuse. The National Cloud Computing Policy (NCCP) is a set of policy statements that articulate government's strategic plan and direction for cloud computing adoption in public sector and by small and medium enterprises (SMEs) that provide ICT-enabled services to the government.
Benga Sheson of Paradigm Initiative expatiates further on cloud computing.
Paradigm Initiative is a social enterprise and will focus on digital rights, which is making sure that citizens have the right legislative environment to work, to provide shoulders, and we also work in digital inclusion, which is mostly training for underserved young people in Nigeria and in Senegal. Cloud computing is already here, and one of the benefits is the opportunity to be able to store information anywhere and be able to access it at any time. Of course, it's way cheaper than it used to be right now. Many years ago, we worried about how much information we could store on our devices. Your computer had to be 250 gig, 1 terabyte or 2 terabytes for you to be sure that you had access. But now you don't need that much space on a terminal. You can as well, get your information uploaded to a virtual space. And the advantage of that is you can work on any device. So before now, if you had to work on a document you created, you would have to open up the particular device and then work on it on that device and save it on an external drive and then take it to another device to work on it. But thankfully, we don't have to do that anymore. You can literally work from any device. You can save something on your computer, work on it on your mobile phone, save something on your mobile phone, work on it on your desktop. And that's one of the advantages of cloud computing.
Nitda is poised to develop strategic approaches, establish and enact regulations and proprietary guidelines, and manage resources toward the deployment and use of cloud computing services in Nigeria. The policy is designed to ease the significant financial cost of deploying computing services and the difficulty in accessing and managing computing services by most public institutions and SMEs. In 2015, software as a service alone generated over $21.3 billion. Nigeria is endowed with a number of software developers that can tap into this global financial pool to earn a living and help transform the Nigerian economy. Part of the Nigerian cloud computing policy is to stimulate up to 35% growth in cloud computing investment. The NCCP also has a goal of ensuring 30% increase in adoption of cloud computing by 2024 among federal public institutions, FPIs, and small and medium enterprises, SMEs, that provide digital-enabled services to the government. The development of cloud computing in Nigeria can help the achievement of the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan (ERGP) of the Buhari administration through the increase of percentage contribution of ICT and ICT-based activities in Nigeria's GDP.
Up next is our tech tips for the week. Here are 4 fundamental tech tips for small businesses. 1. Don't shortchange emails. Email is now the gold standard for business communications for numerous reasons. While a small business might find it redundant to email an announcement, doing so can prove useful to their operations. 2. Go mobile. Nowadays, there are many ways that individuals could hypothetically remove themselves from the situation while still fulfilling one's responsibilities. For instance, a voice-over internet protocol solution could allow a person make and take calls from anywhere, establish a connection so the person could presumably find a quieter area to work without sacrificing their ability to do so. 3. Don't underestimate the cloud. We've already touched upon how the cloud has shifted businesses, primarily focusing on how useful it is for hosting and storing data. However, this isn't the only thing the cloud can do. Cloud technology enables today's businesses to make use of tools that would ordinarily be out of reach. And 4. Improve your security. A small business's size once protected it from cybercrime. But nowadays, all businesses are fair game. In order to remain secure against these attacks, the right defenses need to be put in place. Things like firewalls, spam blockers, antivirus, and assorted other solutions help to reduce this risk. is our Startup Lounge. For this week, we have Nasir Mustafa with Schoola. Schoola is a gamified artificial intelligence learning solution that is curriculum agnostic and powered by local content generated by the individual K-12 schools.
My name is Nasir Mustafa. I'm a Python engineer in the founder of Schoola. So Schoola is a gamified alternative learning solution. It's a platform that allows primary and secondary schools to share quizzes, notes, videos with their students, while the students perform through verification, the endpoints on the platform. We have a practice feature on the app which allows students to learn various subjects and from various levels. So for example, the students in primary 1 can learn up to primary 3. You can learn a subject up to primary 3. So this practice feature allows them to now better prepare themselves for exams. And there is also an amazing feature which shows explanations at the end of every quiz the student will participate in. So this allows them to learn more and on their own without necessarily needing a teacher. We've received a lot of good feedbacks, and I can even tell you that what we have today, most of what we have today on the platform is as a result of feedbacks we've received from users. So, concerning students, we had feedbacks about how the solution has helped improve some students' performance. There is a school in Malali who has been using our solution for 2 terms now, and they told us about a child who has dyslexia. The child unfortunately was unable to be among the top students, even though they believe he has potential. But with using Schoola, when they started using Schoola, he was able to do more on his own and was able to be part of I think he was among the top 5 students during their last assessment. Since we started, we've been looking at ways we can give out Schoola without too much dependence on internet. So even though that's completely impossible actually, because you need internet, regardless, you need internet. So internet has been a challenge, and we would like for there to be like a data plan that allows students and teachers to use our platform with as little as they can afford. And this way we believe a lot of schools will be able to join and students will be able to use it too. So when we were at Dubai, we had a discussion with an official from Nitda who was suggesting zeroization of educational platforms like ours. So we hope that is possible. If that is possible, we would love that, because we believe with that, a lot of schools will be able to join and a lot of students will be able to benefit from our solution. And there's also an alternative. If zeroization is impossible, then we can get a specific data plan for Schoola, such as they do for WhatsApp. So we can have a specific data plan for Schoola, which will allow the students and teachers to afford the platform easily. Education has changed a lot since the pandemic, so things are no longer as they used to be, and we are proud to be part of those who are making the change possible, who are making the change to go smoothly and to adapt to it the way things are. So we've been able to build more features on our app, which is allowing teachers to keep engaging with the student regardless of person-to-person contact. So we're really proud of what we've been able to do, and for impacting all those schools that we've been able to reach.
The cloud computing policy will allow government establish laws that can help in the security of sensitive data and regulate cloud computing to avoid bastardization of the industry. Nitda, through the NCCP, is providing a viable migration framework for FIPS in Nigeria and helping the cloud computing ecosystem and the players daring to have a framework where they can operate. To learn more on how you can benefit from our activities, kindly log on to our website www.nitda.gov.ng or all our social media handles displayed right on your screens. Until we come your way next time, our special appreciation goes to the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Isa Ali Pantami, the Director General of Nitda, Malam Kashifu Inu Abdullahi, and the entire management and staff of Nitda for this program. I am Edidion Frank. Bye for now.